All right, Clacy, thanks so much for meeting with me today. I'm going to have you just start off. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your role, your husband's operation, what he does, and just kind of give me the lowdown of your situation.
Yes, so thank you for having me. My name is Clacy. I am the spouse of Micah Hazlitt. We operate on about 25, but total we have 300 acres that we raise cattle, we hay, we sell grain, and then I work full and we have two kids, cat and dog. He also works full time as well, um, but hopefully we're looking to change that soon. But that's our family dynamic in the farm.
Very good. So, what's your role? How do you?
My role right now is I'm a lot of the labor right now. So I work there on the weekends a lot. And usually before I go to work at 9, and usually sometimes in the evening, depending, I'm a lot of the labor in the sense that I do stock, help customers clean, but I'm also with it expanding into more of the business side, so QuickBooks and stuff like that, hopefully.
Awesome.
But right now, just the labor side.
Okay, awesome. So, tell me a little bit about what your life was like before Legacy Farmer.
Yes. So before Legacy Farmer, I would say I didn't have a very good framework of what tools to use or how to separate facts from emotion. I was very much, I still am for the most part, but I've learned to control and not really control, but be better with facts from emotion. I'd wear my heart on my sleeve. So I led with a lot of emotion. And then before Legacy Farmer, I found that I had chains. I call them chains essentially, but how we were conditioned to think of don't say anything, keep it internally. You just don't, you smile and deal with it and move on. And then really just never giving myself permission to say how I felt internally and say the things that I thought that could help or make it better. Just always told to shush and I'm the labor and that's it.
Are you talking in regards to your relationship with Micah or just in general?
Both Micah, but also his brother is the partner technically right now in the farm. So between the both of them, their view was I was just the spouse. It really didn't concern me, even though it did impact me. But their view was I should just internally. So I would just internally say my opinion. I would not vocalize the things that I thought needed to change, or if we're going to make this successful, then we have to be on the same page. I would just, okay, whatever you need. So before Legacy Farmer, there was a lot of walking on eggshells. There was a lot of just barriers between the relationships, and my being, I was struggling with in general as well. Didn't have really value in myself anymore between kids and being a mom and being a wife. I kind of put that on the back burner and forgot it is vital to do that.
Yeah. So what's changed? I know, we talk a lot of during our weekly calls and things like that. So you talk about that, but tell us what's changed. What have you done? What has Micah done? What have you guys done as a family since joining?
Yeah. So what has helped me and what has really changed is using the core 4 that Jace talks about and really just putting permission and value in myself again. Having the grace to say, no, wait, this isn't right. This is how I feel. With the core 4, there's different stacks that we do. And with the gratitude ones, it's helped Mike and I put value in each other. I think as we got busy, we just forgot to take a moment and value each other. So that's helped there. And then also with the relationships, using the tools such as the core 4, I've been able to have difficult conversations that I wouldn't have been able to have before Legacy Farmer. I would have just bottled it up and not said anything. So
Mhm.
it's helped with that. And then for us, what we've been doing is making sure whatever day of the week, it doesn't matter. We usually take some time, whether it's sitting on the porch or sitting on the couch, just really having deep conversation. And I think with Legacy Farmer, it also helped us be able to sit and say, you know, this is my expectation of you. This is my expectation of me, really setting those expectations of each other without feeling like we were going to offend each other. There was almost like a wall that was broken down. So
That's awesome. Awesome. So you've seen a lot
yeah,
of changes in Micah as well.
yeah, some changes that I've seen with him is he's not putting as much pressure on himself. He's giving himself some grace. So before this, he would come home and just everything would be on him, and he would take it out on us, and not intentionally, but he would just not know how to deal with the stresses of it and how to deal with the relationship side. Instead, he would just internalize it and then not realize he was taking it out on us. But now he has tools that he can really sit there and figure out facts from feelings. And I've seen him actually put more time into the kids and in our relationship as well. Finding that balance finally.
Yeah, that's great. What would you say your favorite part about Legacy Farmer is, just across like the weekly calls or the any of the tools? What's your favorite things? It doesn't have to be just one.
Yeah, I would say one of my favorite things is having a community that has the same demographics, the same feelings, and I'm not feeling like I'm alone in feeling how I feel or dealing with the same crap that Mike and I were under the assumption that we were the only ones that had to deal with it. And it's reassuring to hear that there's other people that are going through the same stuff. And I love that with the calls and the trainings that you really have an opportunity to help one another figure out the best way. And you can learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn different techniques and people that have gone through different things. This worked, this didn't work. You know, this is what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? How would you do it differently as a third party or as another view? Which I think is great because we're humans and we need that other view.
Yep. Yeah, kind of like a
That,
non-biased view.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say just the thing that I love about Legacy Farmer too is I'm putting value in me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having the opportunity to actually put value in myself and our relationship again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, awesome. All right. So, and I think just naturally, us as women, we're skeptics. So when Mike first jumped into this, I'm sure you were a little bit skeptical, just like, what are you doing? So what would you tell a woman, or even a man for that matter, that's kind of on the fence or skeptical about jumping in Legacy Farmer?
Yeah, I would say being on that side of when Micah first told, he had seen videos, watched it, had me listen to some podcasts and then videos as well. And then he really, really said, I'm doing it either way. But then really just what I would say to people is that you need to do it. It really gives you the chance to be the best version of yourself. Personally, professionally, just all around gives you the permission and with the tools to truly be the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just to really take it all in because it's worth it.
I would totally agree with that. Yep. Awesome. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Not that I can think of, other than I'm very glad and blessed that we did go through this process, and it does give us the ability to grow, which is what everyone's looking for. So if you want to, and just be honest, and with the honesty, you have the right venue and everything that you need to succeed with this program.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for meeting with me today, Clacy. Appreciate it.
Yes, thanks for having me.